Okay, sports fans, the LA Dodgers have come under fire from a lot of conservatives at this point. They're honoring the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence at the Dodger Stadium next month. Now, the group holds an annual, quote, hunky Jesus contest each Easter where men are seen pole dancing on other men during a mock crucifixion in front of crowds of people. That group is again participating in the Dodgers Pride Night event, having been invited, then they were disinvited, and now they've been re-invited after a temper tantrum from the left. Now, most of the Dodgers, their recent decision is now angering its own players, too. I mean, they are getting involved, and they're the ones getting a paycheck from them. Star pitcher Clayton Kershaw saying this has nothing to do with the LGBTQ community or pride or anything like that. This is simply a group that was making fun of religion that I don't agree with. He's not alone. Joining me now to discuss, Eric Metaxas, author of Letter to the American Church and the host of the Eric Metaxas radio show. All right, Eric, this is something like, look, if you're pole dancing on a crucifixion cross as some sort of weird form of entertainment, yeah, of course you're going to bother people. Why the heck would those people get invited to a baseball game?
Look, it's hard not to be speechless. This is satanic. Now, there are people out there, they don't believe in that category. This is as evil as anything I've ever seen. To mock the torture, crucifixion of Jesus is the most offensive thing anyone can do. Whether they realize it or not, it is satanic. It is meant to mock God. It's meant to mock everyone in the world who believes in Jesus, who says, I'm a Christian. If anyone mocked Muhammad like this, I would be just as vocally against it. It is despicable. You don't need to be a Muslim. You don't need to be a Christian. This is deeply vile. Anyone who ever attends a Dodgers game after this, folks, they're spitting on you. They're spitting on your children. They do not care about you. They are going to, these are the kind of people, they would do business with Hitler and the Nazis if they thought it would give them a leg up somehow. If you don't push back, you are part of the problem. This is as simple as anything we've seen in America. I can't think of anything like this in my life.
And there's another baseball player, Trevor Williams from the Washington Nationals, also just slammed the Dodgers. Williams, calls himself a devout Catholic and encouraged his fellow Catholics to, quote, reconsider their support of an organization that allows this type of mockery of its fans to occur. Look, you brought up a fantastic point. If someone were to, let's say anybody were to go to mock Muhammad, there would be outrage on the left.
Sure.
Why does the left?
I like to see these guys, these fake nuns, who, by the way, these are as twisted, demented human beings. I mean, these are adult, quote unquote, men behaving like this. I dare them to do anything like this to mock Muhammad. Why wouldn't they do that? Because they're scared to death. They're cowards. They know they can get away with this. If people in America don't push back on this, if you call yourself a Christian and you ever attend a Dodgers game, you are part of the problem. This is as vile as anything we've ever seen in America.
And I wouldn't compare them to Nazis, but I would compare them to they're just the weirdest people I've ever seen in the world.
I didn't say they were Nazis. I said there are people in corporate America who have no courage. The Dodgers are those people, target of those people. If they could make money kowtowing to the Nazis, they would say, okay, unless we're going to get pushback. They need to get pushback from this.
Fair point, fair point. So Bud Light, I want to get your take on this because this is basically the catalyst for a lot of these people to start going into this. They're down like 30%, billions of dollars in market cap, and nobody learns. What's your take on them?
Well, it amazes me that they're only down 30%. Again, the things have become openly evil. This is not just we have a difference of opinion, right? Like the LGBTQ, LMNOP crowd tried to sell America on like, hey, we just want to do our thing. What they have done is like the worst nightmare of their fiercest critics, saying that they're going to push this in your face. So for them to take a lunatic like Dylan Mulvaney and make him the face of Bud Light, you understand these corporations are so out of touch with middle America, but they're not just out of touch, they're showing the middle finger to middle America. And middle America needs to push back. I will never buy another Anheuser-Busch product, not just Bud Light, Stella, whatever they're selling. If the management continues along these lines, most Americans need to understand, I cannot support these folks with a dime. I must not support them. The Dodgers are dead. I cannot imagine anyone who thinks of himself as a Christian ever bringing his family to a Dodger game. whatsoever. They're in big trouble.
Well, you know, the crazy thing is like, look, I have friends who are gay on both sides of the aisle, and all of them almost exclusively, all of them are like, this is not what the gay community represents. It is a fringe group, and they're so fed up with it. They're more fed up than I am. Unbelievable. Eric Metaxas, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.